Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Showrunner Dario Scardapane confirms that the events of Daredevil, Born Again Season 1 are affecting other street-level MCU heroes, and he teases a vigilant crossover for Season 2. Daredevil, Born Again Season 1 Episode 9 ends with Matt Murdock revealing his Daredevil alter ego to his closest allies. With all the odds stacked against him, Daredevil assembles an army of insurgents. With only regular civilians like Karen Page, Kirsten McDuffie, and Cherry in his army, vigilantes like Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Danny Rand, and Spider-Man are sorely missed. In a new interview with EW, Daredevil, Born Again showrunner acknowledges the fact that the Defenders would have been a reasonable addition to Season 1's final scene, but explains that in order to have Daredevil team up with characters like Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Danny Rand, the series has to build up to that reunion properly. Scardapane underlines the need to create a completely organic story for a street-level vigilant team-up. The Daredevil, Born Again showrunner also confirms that such a crossover is something the team is thinking about for Season 2. Read Dario Scardapane's full comments below. Without giving too much away, when you're working in what I would call the Hell's Kitchen corner of the MCU, those iconic characters are always in your mind. The thing is that, and this is kind of hard, I'm trying to thread a needle here. You want to bring in people and relationships and past figures in Matt's life because they help the story, particularly in terms of a story where Fisk has taken over the city, and there is a resistance and a rebellion, so to speak, rising. So there's going to be people, vigilantes, superheroes that are involved in that. There has to be because this is happening to their city. That said, you also want to create a completely organic story for that. So who comes in and why has to be beyond anything earned? So the easiest answer to your question is, yes, those characters that you just listed off are absolutely in my head and everybody's head as we're working. How that manifests itself is both really tricky writing-wise and a pretty closely guarded secret at this point. So I'm being intentionally cagey, but I'm also saying, hell yeah, in terms of it's something we're thinking about. What the Daredevil, Born Again showrunner's Defenders comments mean. The Defenders didn't suit Daredevil, Born Again Season 1's story. Matt Murdock waged an almost completely individual war against Wilson Fisk and Ben Poindexter throughout Daredevil, Born Again Season 1. A Defenders cameo at the end of the Daredevil, Born Again finale would have turned the tide at the very last second, which would have gone against the rest of the season's tragic tone. As Daredevil, Born Again directors Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead explain, Daredevil receiving help from other heroes would have been too hopeful of an ending, and it wouldn't have fit the rest of the series. Daredevil, Born Again Season 1 focuses on Matt Murdock's personal feud with Mayor Fisk and Bullseye. Once this conflict has been established, Daredevil, Born Again Season 2 can elaborate on the actual war between Fisk and New York's vigilantes. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Danny Rand, Spider-Man, Colleen Wing, Misty Knight, Kate Bishop, Clint Barton, The Punisher, The Swordsman, and some of the Thunderbolts could join forces to overthrow Mayor Fisk in Daredevil, Born Again Season 2, which could follow a full-fledged war. Our take on the Daredevil, Born Again showrunner's Defenders comments. The Defenders' return could be more exciting in Daredevil, Born Again Season 2. The Defenders' return would have been too premature in Daredevil, Born Again Season 1. Instead of the finale's final shot, the Defenders could have appeared in a post-credits scene, setting up their rebellion against Mayor Fisk. But even then, it's much more interesting to see how Daredevil gradually turns the odds in his favor and earns the support of other New York heroes. The moment when beloved characters like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones make their first official MCU appearance in the middle of a Daredevil, Born Again Season 2 episode might also be more exciting than a teen appearance
Daredevil.
at the end of Born Again Season 2, treading new waters with familiar faces. In the sprawling landscape of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, the anticipation surrounding Daredevil, Born Again has captivated audiences, with Season 1 freshly igniting a wave of nostalgia among fans of the original Netflix series. The announcement of a second season has left many clamoring for more information regarding its direction, the actors, stories, and legacy of the beloved heroes and villains that once graced their screens. At the heart of these conversations is a burning question: will any characters from the original Defenders series appear in the new season? As the show prepares to dive deeper into the dark alleyways of Hell's Kitchen, anticipation and curiosity brew like a potent cocktail of adrenaline and nostalgia. Recently, the showrunner for Daredevil, Born Again, Jessica Go, sat down to tackle this formidable question head-on. A universe reimagined. Daredevil, Born Again is the latest chapter in the ever-expanding MCU, taking the legacy of the Netflix series and reimagining it for a broader audience. The show's rebirth acknowledges its predecessors while striking out on new narrative paths. Gao, known for her dynamic storytelling in shows like She-Hulk and Rick and Morty, is fervently excited about this new venture. When asked about the potential for the Defenders, including Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and the Punisher, to make an appearance, Gao's response was layered with intrigue. The beauty of the MCU is its interconnectedness, she explained, and we're fully aware of the audience's deep-rooted connections to these characters. However, we want to introduce new narratives while respecting the history of the originals. This sentiment offers a glimmer of hope for fans seeking to reunite with their beloved Defenders characters, but also sets the stage for a fresh take on the storied heroes. It's about balance, she continued. We want our show to stand on its own, but we also want to pay homage to the legacy. It's a delicate dance. The thrill of the unknown. As the days follow the release of the first season, speculation continues to swirl concerning the return of actors like Charlie Cox, Matt Murdock / Daredevil, and Vincent D'Onofrio, Wilson Fisk / Kingpin, who already have reclaimed their roles with jubilant fanfare. Their chemistry and established character arcs are undeniably strong draws for expanding the series' narrative spectrum. Gao hinted that the show would incorporate character depth and development that fans expect and deserve. However, the question remains: how far will they reach into the rich tapestry of the original Defenders? Gao teased, "We have so much narrative terrain to explore within Matt Murdock's world. While we are familiar with the characters and their intertwining pasts, we're also excited to explore how a new generation of heroes might fit into this evolving universe." The scope of possibilities is dizzying. Fans may see storylines weaving various heroes and villains together, threading their unique backgrounds into the new narrative. While Go is keen to keep the suspense alive, hints dropped suggest that characters may yet emerge in unexpected forms. Familiar faces and new stories. As rumors swirl around potential crossovers, Gale made it clear: "We're envisioning a series that focuses on Daredevil, his stories, his world, and the people who inhabit it. However, there is room for citizen heroes, a world where these characters matter." This opens the door to the idea of minor yet impactful guest appearances from other Marvel characters that will enrich Matt's story. Fans have also expressed a strong desire for the more street-level heroes, like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, to cross paths with the notorious vigilant of Hell's Kitchen. The prospect of an eventual reunion is palpable. Gauging audience feedback has been significant in how they've constructed the narrative flow. The sense of yearning for camaraderie among heroes has been a consistent theme from fans, echoing the soul-stirring spirit of the original Defenders. Look, Go begin carefully. We're all draft picks in the Marvel universe. Things change and adapt for various reasons. We want to make this authentic. Bringing those characters back or introducing concepts connected to them could happen, but we're ensuring that it serves the story first. If these heroes can enhance it, then we owe it to the audience to explore it. A tense balancing act. While the showrunners are adamant about maintaining the essence of the original Daredevil, they are also burdened with the responsibility of crafting a narrative that appeals to both longtime fans and those new to the franchise. Gao recognizes the balancing act at play, preserving legacy while inviting new narratives with fresh characters and story arcs. With a character as rich and multifaceted as Matt Murdock, there are endless nuances to explore, Gao remarked. We're looking to grow these themes of justice, identity, and morality to reflect contemporary issues, making them relevant today. With a deep dive into complex themes, Gao hints at amplifying the psychological and moral struggles faced by Matt. Exploring these concepts often leads to natural crossover points, whether inherent character dilemmas or bridging connections to other heroes. Given the mindset of a post-blip society, it's inevitable that friends and foes alike would be affected, further complicating Matt's life. The future awaits. As the hype surrounding the upcoming season swells, one thing is clear: Daredevil, Born Again, is committed to standing apart while paying homage to its rich legacy. The blending of nostalgia with new adventures encapsulates the essence of what fans crave, a series that feels fresh yet familiar. Though the details remain shrouded in secrecy, the tantalizing possibility of seeing beloved Defenders characters again lurks behind the curtains, waiting for the right time to emerge. Gao has successfully left the audience in a state of eager anticipation, binding them to the promise that lies ahead. As the Marvel Universe continues to expand, allowing for various storylines to intersect, the poignancy of Matt Murdock's journey remains a poignant thread weaving nostalgia through animated storylines, compelling character dynamics, and thrilling action, all resonating within a world of superheroes who seek to find their place amid chaos. Whether old friends will return remains uncertain, but with Jessica Gao at the helm, audiences know that whatever the direction, it will be one filled with heart, complexity, and, ultimately, the thrilling chaos that comes with being a hero in Hell's Kitchen. With Daredevil, Born Again, Season 2 on the horizon, speculation, excitement, and hope intertwine, reminding us all that in the world of superheroes, anything is possible.